All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Universe of Discourse II. So they're calling this one a Vista-hopped Blonde Ale that comes in at 4.25% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review, and this can is approximately 2 months old. I'm going to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to Hop Butcher for this beer, so big thanks to them. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with, and I'm really excited about this one because it's a blonde ale from Hop Butcher, and they're not known for blonde ales. But anyway, there was a original version of this that actually had a Nectaron hops in it. I did not get a chance to try it, but that sounded pretty good. So this is the second release that has a Vista hops. And I've only reviewed one beer with Vista hops in it. It was from Marlowe Artisan Ales, and I think it was their, was it Asking Kindly with Vista? They did a couple different versions, and I really enjoyed what that hop brought to the table. It was like very heavy on the pear, also had like a tropical Hawaiian punch kind of feel to it, and yeah, sounded really good to me. So I'm curious to see how this works in a blonde ale of all things. I don't drink a lot of blonde ales. You don't see breweries brew a lot of blonde ales, especially not ones where they're touting a hop specifically with it. But here we go. So we'll give it a pour here, and yeah, it's pouring out like a blonde ale. So this is not going to be, you know, your murky haze from Hop Butcher. This is a blonde ale, and the next one I have from them is actually a Laurel hopped German Pils. So yeah. Some different stuff from Hop Butcher. I love it. So yeah, that has a chill haze, maybe a little bit of haze in general, but like very lightly hazed. Hold it up to the light. Yeah, it is more of a chill haze and condensation because it is warm out. But yeah, it has decent carbonation, almost a 3-finger, off-white, super creamy but soap sudsy looking head at the same time. Has a nice like orange honey color. But yeah, it looks really nice in the Hop Butcher glass as well, in my opinion. You don't get blonde ales, like I said. How many times did I say, oh, they don't brew blonde ales? They 2 of them? Maybe I think they did another one as well. Maybe I reviewed one. I don't know. So many beers. Don't know what's happening anymore. Let's get nose. Oh, yeah, I can't get by that pear character from Vista. This is the second beer with Vista, and it's so, and I just bought, a couple months ago, I went to the grocery store and they had like 4 different kinds of pears. So I bought all of them and tried them. The red pear was the weirdest one ever. I forget what was the actual name of it, but like just your classic pear is what I enjoy, right? This has that classic kind of pear nose. Oh my God, it smells like fucking pears. There's a little bit of like a honeydew melon, kind of like the fleshy fruits I always say, like the creamy fleshy fruits. So like honeydew melon, papaya, like a creamy mango. A little bit of stone fruit action, apricot, nectarine, maybe a peach. But this doesn't have like a lot of citrus. I'm getting a touch of like a biscuity malt sensation, but that pear. And the rest of them is, they're giving me like combined, like again, a tropical punch or like a fruit punch kind of nose. Oh, it smells vibrant. It's 2 months old. It just has a lot of fruit character. It smells super crushable. It's 4.25%. I hope this is like one of those low ABV crushers that is delicious. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Much lighter on the taste. Again, 4.25%, I shouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, for me, I don't know what anybody else has had with Vista, their experience. Post in the comment section, let me know, have you had beers with Vista hops? What did you think about them? What did you pick out of the Vista hops themselves? For me, it's pear, like I said, tropical, fruit punch, Hawaiian punch in that realm, right? This is a lot of pear. This is not very complex in the taste as opposed to the nose. But it's nice, it's light, it's crushable, and it has a heavy pear influence here. Lower side of medium body, maybe higher side of light, 4.25%, you expect it. The mouthfeel, it's super crisp, effervescent, pretty clean on the palate too. Extremely chuggable, refreshing, crushable, just really nice. Definitely a low ABV, like summer crusher. Taste, forefront, pear, a lot of pear. It's omnipresent, it's everywhere, but it's really vibrant up front. Right after that, I get that biscuity, almost crackery malt sensation. Dies underneath the palate. After that, I get a little bit of like a white peach, maybe a apricot, something in that realm. But definitely a stone fruit. And then, unlike the nose, it doesn't have like a vibrant, bombastic feeling of like those creamy fruits that I was talking about, like the papayas, the honeydew melons, and the mangoes. It has a little bit of that. It has like a papaya, mango, not as much on the melon, but it's kind of in that realm. It finishes with a pretty big dryness. This is a semi to full-on dry. Very mild bitterness. Getting like this earthy, like an earthy floral bitterness. Wow, this is super easy to drink, right? But again, the flavors aren't blowing me away. What's blowing me away is the Vista hops and how the pear hits my palate. This is the second beer with it that I've gotten a substantial pear vibe from. And I like that. That's something different. Now, I've gotten pear and, other, from other hops and like, hazies and whatnot before, but never as, I guess, intense as the Vista hop. So this is really nice. 4.25%, you can't tell. Yeah, this is Summer Crush. If I had a, if you easily could grab 4 packs and this was like 12 to 13 bucks, yeah, I would definitely grab a couple and throw them in the fridge. Not much more to say. Very simplistic beer, but in a really good way. So I will give Universe of Discourse 2 from Hop Butcher. I am going to give this beer right here. I'm going to give this a high 4 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.1 out of 5. This is probably one of the higher blonde ales in terms of rating that I've ever gotten. And I remember there's tasting notes. I always forget there's tasting notes, or sometimes I don't. I'm like, I'll read them at the end. Totally forgot about them because I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm doing with this channel. After 5 years, I just should shut it down, close it up. Tasting notes, bright peach. I said peach. I said stone fruit. When I say it's bright, no, I said white peach. White, bright, kind of the same realm. But yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily like that'd be the first tasting note. Sweet papaya, sure. I said fleshy, but that was more in the nose. And I would say it was, maybe papaya led the way in the taste, but I would say like that honeydew melon and like the mango in the nose was a little bit more substantial. Ripe melon. So yeah, I mean, I pretty much hit each one at different stages, but there's no pear. I would have said ripe pear or sweet pear or intense pear or something like that. Pear for sure, 100%. I don't know why it's not on the tasting notes. Maybe because I'm the only one tasting it with Vista hops, but I also love, the label is just fantastic, if we're being honest here. I really like that label. Price point availability, I will say, as far as the availability goes, a few people let me know, and I confirmed it. This was a taproom exclusive in Chicago at their new taproom and brewery. So this did not make distro. So if you wanted this one, you had to go to the brewery. So really cool they were able to send me one. And price point, I would assume this is probably like the $12, $13 range for a 4-pack, maybe 14 at the most. I don't know. I don't know what the prices are at the taproom. So if anybody out there bought this at the taproom, what'd you pay? Do you remember? I probably wouldn't pay more than like $14 for a 4-pack of this, but I would hope it's more in like the $12 to $14 range. So really good Vista-hopped Blonde Ale. So if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. If you had the original one with Nectaron, let me know which one did you prefer, because I like Nectaron hops, but I don't know if it would be better than this one for me. Like, I really like the pear quality. I think it works well with the like base malt character from the Blonde Ale. So yeah. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. I have one more beer from Hop Butcher. Like I said, it's that Laurel hopped German Pils called Tins, T-I-N-S. And I will get to that in about a week or so. And then I'll have no more Hop Butcher on hand. We'll see what goes on in the future. Anyway, appreciate it. Huge thanks to Hop Butcher for this one. Thanks everybody stopping by. To the next one. Cheers.